Hello, today's video I'm going to be talking about chronographs, the ones that I own personally, the three that I own. I know there's other chronographs on the market, but today I'm going to be reviewing the ones that I personally own, and here's one of them. This is the Pro Chrono Digital by Competition Electronics. I had to purchase the lighting kit, this digital link for Bluetooth, but Competition Electronics makes a newer version of this particular chronograph. It's $115 on eBay. It's the Bluetooth Deluxe, which eliminates this on the outside. This particular unit is approximately 3 years old, maybe 4 years old, but it still works great, so I'm gonna keep on using it. This is my main chronograph that I use for tuning my guns while I'm in my workshop. This chronograph is good for paintballs, BBs, powder burners, arrows, air guns, which is a very nice feature about this chronograph. What happens is the projectile goes through one set of beams, then the second beam into the target, and then it gives you a reading on the front here. With the Bluetooth, if you download their app, for if you have an iPhone or Android phone, it'll show up on your phone. It'll give you a shot count, what feet per second, and foot-pounds of energy. So you can use the chronograph for making sure that your gun is in a good state of tune, whether it's a PCP or a spring gun. Springs on a spring gun, they wear out over time, and without a chronograph, you're not going to notice the feet per second drop. You might notice it on your point of impact. So that's why it's always good to have a chronograph to check your guns out from time to time. If you install a regulator, then you definitely need a chronograph to check your velocity and to tune the regulator. And if you have a non-regulator gun, you still need a chronograph to find the bell curve and how many shots you can actually get. So that's the importance of a chronograph for those that don't know what one is. There you go. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to shoot my Air Arms S510 at 12 foot-pounds and give you a reading. Be right back. Okay, folks, 5 shots through the Competition Electronics Crony.
$791. $798. $788. $797.
Right around 11.85 foot-pounds. That's close enough for me. Since I'll be using this gun inside of a barn, and I don't want the 177 pellet to over penetrate. So we have average shot of 793, extreme spread of 10, standard deviation of 4. Okay, let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of that competition electronics. Advantages to that particular unit is I can mount it on a tripod. You can leave it stationary, which I do. I don't have to move it anywhere. So when I'm in my workshop in the other room, when I'm tuning my guns, it just stays there and I record everything that goes right to my iPhone. Disadvantage about that particular unit is it's bulky. And you have to have a lighting source that goes over the top of the chronograph in order for it to pick up a signal to be able to read back on the screen. One other nice feature about that that I forgot to mention with the competition electronics is that it can be used with power burners. Now, I don't know about the other two that I have to show you. I know one of them you cannot. The other one is a good possibility. You could probably shoot that through the chronograph, but I'm not 100% sure on that, a powder burner. So I'm gonna say at this point, probably not. Whereas competition electronics, you can. So the next one up that I'm going to be reviewing is this one right here. And it's called Escortec MK3. You can buy these on eBay, Amazon for $69 shipped. Okay. Now, back here, if you have an external power source, you could power this unit up, with an external power pack, or you can use batteries, AA batteries. Yep, AA batteries. Had to check, it wasn't for sure. This also has a female threaded where you can mount this on a bipod. So that's one advantage. Oh, competition electronics. That is also ran by batteries as well. A 9-volt battery as opposed to this being AA's. So basically all of your chronograph has to have some type of battery supply. So this Escortec is actually not a bad unit, except the only thing I don't like about this particular unit is it only reads one time. Like, it's not like the competition electronics where you have multiple shots and then you can go back and look at your string. This just basically registers what goes across the screen and that's it. Now, it can be changed from foot-pounds to joules with this particular unit, as well as competition electronics from foot-pounds to joules. So, let's get on with the test. We'll do 5 shots with this. Now, this is handheld, or you can mount it on a tripod if you so desire. But what I do is I hold it on to the end of the barrel, like so. If you can see, just like that, You stick it through the front here, stick it inside, hold it, and shoot. Or you can have it on a tripod. We'll do 5 shots. Here goes the first one. $7.91. $7.80. $7.99. $7.96. One more. $7.78. Okay. This is the cheapest out of the 3 chronographs that I have. But for what it is, you know, it's not bad. I mean, going through the different units here, speed, but there you go. It's on par with the other one, plus or minus 5 feet per second. So I'll take that. Sure, why not? You know, if you're in a pinch, then and you don't have enough money to buy a nicer unit, then this will suffice. Trust me, it's better than not having anything. So I highly recommend getting one of these if you need something to check your velocity on your guns. Now, the next one that I purchased is this one. It's called the FX Wireless Chronograph or Pocket Chronograph. Came out last year, and I really like this unit. That's one thing I can say about FX. They're always innovating. But it's a little pricey. $200 for this unit. Takes, I can't remember. 4, that's right, 4 AAA batteries. Now, I'm going to show you how this works. You turn it on. It's lab radar technology. The one thing good about this particular unit is you download the app from your app store, whether you have an Android or Apple phone. You download it. You have it on your phone. This part right here, the curvature part, actually, you can attach it with a rubber band on the end of the barrel, like so. Or you can actually have it sitting right next to the gun on the table. And that's what it uses, a Doppler radar. That's what it uses to pick up the pellet or arrow that leaves the barrel. Now, the only thing that the downside to this is you cannot use this with powder burners because it has a maximum FPS of 1,099 feet per second. And a lot of powder burners are over 2,000 feet per second, so this would not work. Works with arrows, works with airsoft, paintball guns, PCPs, doesn't matter. As long as it's under 1,099 feet per second. That's the downside to this particular unit. Another downside to this unit, and FX is aware of it, is that sometimes when using this unit, like I'll click on the app and I have 6 different velocity range settings. I have this particular gun set at 12 foot-pounds, so it's anywhere from 440 feet per second to 820 feet per second airgun UK. Or I could go 590 to max of 1,099 on power level 6. Then it gives you the weight of the pellet and the type of pellet. You just input all that in, and if you want to input joules, or KMPH, you can switch that over to, the European metric system. And right now it's, I got it for weight, 8.44 grains. So let's go ahead and connect. We're not connecting. Hang on. Let me get out of here and make sure that I can even connect. Bluetooth. Where are you at? Not connecting. Lovely. Okay, I'll be right back. See what's going on with the Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm back. 5 shots. That's what I'm talking about. It picks up when I haven't even shot the gun. It didn't pick it up that time. There's a glitch in the software, and FX is aware of it. There you go, 480. I didn't even do anything. That's what I'm talking about with this unit here. So, till they get the bugs worked out, yes, this is a very handy device. Well, we're going to turn off this audio. There. Okay. So there are certain advantages to this. This will give you, let's go and review the shot string and delete some of this from here. Because some of these are just, it's not true. You got 5 shots. Okay. Okay, well, according to this, average 790, a high of 800, low of 775, spread of 25, standard deviation of 9.3. So, there you have it. At least you know what power level that this gun is set to shoot. It's around 12 foot-pounds is where I want it at. Now, the only advantage that I can see having this pocket Crony is compactness. You can update the software on this or firmware on this. Now, I have heard through the grapevine that this will be, they're going to be updating the software where it's going to be just basically like the lab radar, the big orange ones that you see Steve on AAC uses. It's going to be software all packed into this little unit, so it'll read the pellet or the projectile leaving the barrel and arriving energy. Currently, you could, if you really don't want to know what your energy level is, say at the target, you can hang it next to the target as long as you don't shoot this pocket chronograph, which will tell you the arriving energy, which will be very handy. But this unit is $200. So you have to ask yourself if this is worth it to you. Personally, I think it is worth it in the long run. If FX is going to keep innovating and upgrading this, with a new software or firmware, whatever they do, this is an excellent unit to have. It fits right in your pocket. It's compact. It's a lot more compact than say, even this one. If you compare it size by side, size, this is smaller. I take this one. On a budget, this one. Can't go wrong. $68 or $200, or you can get the competition electronics, the new one with Bluetooth already built in, and the only thing you got to buy is the lighting system, indoor lighting system. So you have to ask yourself if saving an extra $40 or paying $164 with the competition electronics. I personally would want two. One for, at my workstation for tuning, and then this one for out in the field to turn your gun down. That's what I like about the Air Arms, or any gun that has a power wheel adjuster. You can turn the power down and adjust it to whatever foot-pounds of energy you're looking for. So there you have it, folks. That's my review of the different chronographs on the market. There's Caldwell does make one, green one, the Caldwell, and then the little metal one. I used to have one. I can't think of the name of it on the top of my head. Those are still available, but I heard they're not that accurate. Old technology, I guess. And then, of course, the lab radar, the big orange ones. Going to spend $600 for one for a big unit, but that's just too bulky for me to even carry around with me to even at the range, or that's basically something that I would use at workbench, type environment. That's all, folks. Shoot straight, and may your pellet hit its target. We'll see you on the next episode of Airgun Reviews and Pesting Channel. See you.